Leo, thank you for tuning in here to you. Return the energy to sender. I'm hearing something about cacao. So, first of all, this is your March reading, all right, and this is going to be the 1st to the 31st, or however many days we have in March. In 2024, that's when we're reading, but it could also resonate over time. For a little more insight as to why my reads work that way, feel free to go check out the main channel video. All right, if you go to, just click on the little icon Alchemy New, get boomeranged over there, and click on that video you see popping up. Pisces, they're here to stay. Readings take time to resonate over time. I see a huge flock of birds, seagulls there. Now, what I am seeing for you, Leo, right off the bat, there's something that you're going to surrender to. I see 111 there. And again, I'm seeing this migration of this flock of seagulls going more that way. Something has shifted for you as well. I feel like you're like, okay, I'm not going to fight it. This is working for me. I'm hearing that as well. Some of you, let me make a very simple example. You had a little rule set up for yourself. I'm not going to date anybody. I want to be single. Okay, someone comes along. You start to sort of keep your mind open a bit here with this person. To a certain degree, you start maybe making friends. You start to realize that you're actually getting quite close to this person. And that, hey, it's like maybe my rule doesn't have to matter. Okay, to the degree that I said it needed to, given who I was in the past. Some of you have really changed, Leo. You're realizing that you have different needs these days. You're not the same person when you made certain rules for yourself, okay, back in whatever day. So there's something that you're sort of awakening to. Again, I invite you to come back to this video, to return to this video in 3 or 4 months, because that's just going to give you so much more context to what we're talking about here. I promise you'll come back to this read and you'll be like, whoa, that just makes so much sense right now to me. So you'll be able to extract the most of this download, remembering to sort of circle back to it. Now, let's get into this for you, Leo. We're going to see here first with an oracle, this lovely oracle. I love this oracle deck. Let's see what is coming in for you when it comes to this Pisces season, which is water energy. Okay, and I'm a channeler. I'm an oracle, starseed medium. I was working with your energy before I turned on the camera. With your Akashic, we're working with your very important upgrades, okay, your DNA downloads and so on, so that you can be the most optimized, okay, for your soul path calling. We have crystal grid, focus, create with intent, azurite and orchid, wow, Lyran, stargate, personal power, healing, entanglements, and throat opening. Some of you here, there is something that you want. But I feel that there have been certain experiences in your timeline that have sort of counteracted your sense of meaning in that space where you felt, maybe I'm actually doing this because of so and so. I actually see your heart has been very much there. Some of you, you're absolutely in love with someone, and you're trying to kind of give reason as to why you maybe don't really see what you feel in that situation, if you know what I'm saying. Hey guys, can you be careful, doll? There is a lot of potential. Yeah, some of you, you kind of dismissed an opportunity with someone, Leo. I see that you have had your eye on someone here, but you just sort of played it off like, it doesn't really matter. I hear it like that as well. We have here Candle Course and Bleeding Heart. Show yourself. Vulnerability, self-worth, and feminine healing. You are very attractive, I'm hearing as well, to someone. Maybe you have just been playing it off to yourself, like, I don't know who I am to them. Okay. Garnet and Lady's Mantle. Womb healing, sexual power, and sovereignty right there. I mean, that's that Queen of Wands energy. That's that fire energy. That's that Leo energy. That fifth house, that sun. Like, come on, Leo. Like, you, if anything, that's just not where we're at when it comes to really maybe a reason for not having chemistry. I'm even hearing. Okay, some of you, I don't know. Something has been very ironic. Like, you're, for instance, like, very attractive and very potent with your creative energy, and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this gig. It's like, please, like, you are the most qualified, if anything, overqualified. So someone has been maybe in your ear. Some of you also is about what it is you want to do in your life, and you're just like, why am I holding back? This makes no sense. I don't want to be sitting here, so why am I sitting here? Something like that. Like, what am I doing holding myself from the life that I want to live? It's just me. It's just me. And much more than just me. And so I'm not really exploring, though, where I can go with this, and that's my downfall. I'm not going to be able to make this dream come full circle if I am withering away. I'm hearing that as well in my own in my own self-criticism. This is for some of you, especially those of you who have a Mercury and Virgo, Sun and Leo. Wow, that can get challenging. Where your solar impulse wants to just like go for something, right? And you're like, I'm worth it. I'm gonna deserve it. I know they like me back. I'm confident. Then your Mercury is like, bro, like we have questions to answer. Like that's not where we want to be at for a Sun in Leo. Some of you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, and this is not going to work for you. You'll have to get really clear, Leo, on what it is that you really want and why it is you're not achieving what you want, because there's nothing that's going to hold you back except for you. Leo is not shy. Leo energy in its essence is not going to not manifest whatever it wants. So there's something here. If you're dealing with a Leo and you know that they like you, they may have a lot of Virgo in their chart and they're just not ready to be brave, okay? Contrary to belief. And they could, for instance, especially if someone you're dealing with them, they've got a midhaven in Leo, and you're just like, they're so Leo though. That depends when it comes to what it comes down to, right? Because someone could have their moon in Virgo. They could be a totally different person when it comes to matters of the heart. Okay, so know who you're dealing with and don't take it personally. If you're dealing with someone who's just like kind of like just dancing around you and they're not really in love with you, it seems, maybe you're both Leos. Maybe, their insecurities feeding off of you or vice versa. It's like they're not really pursuing me. So I'm kind of like also like, this is definitely this been sitting back. Now, the thing about Sun and Cancer season. Sun and Pisces season. God, can we have our own season, y'all? Okay. I'm a Sun sign Pisces in the 5th house. So the thing here that's interesting is that the Sun is not exalted in Pisces. The Sun wants to be, obviously, in Leo. Leo's the ruling sign for the Sun. When we see the Sun traversed into the sign then of water sign Pisces, we see a little bit of this contention, okay? This contentious energy between fire element, Leo, and water element of Pisces. The Sun wants to be there. Water energy takes the Sun's sort of direction, flow, and it sort of dissipates it, and it can be very hard to pin down also what we want. That's why Sun sign Pisces, similar to a Mars and Gemini, which is funny, those are my 2 planetary placements, it's really, really sometimes a huge feat to just make a very simple decision as to where we want to intentionalize our focus, where it is that we want to involve ourselves, okay? What kind of project of life is calling us? We have so many visions, okay? So many potentials. I see this guy walking, he has like a little hoodie and he's walking. This is about this energy of being brave to step out and really achieve. It is about where you make peace as well with your weakest links. Pisces is about vulnerability. Pisces is about that very subtle, the 12th house. It's about also hidden enemy energy, knowing what and where your hidden enemy lurks in your own very subconscious. And it's important that we move through, obviously, every sign placement has its meaning. With the Sun moving through Pisces, it's not just like, oh, here we go. It's a meaning to this transit that is very useful to us. When we are really telling ourselves at the end of the day that I want to manifest, our shadow work is everything. Our shadow work is our consciousness of transmutational benefit to the collective, and that's where we are going to ascend. This is where we're going to elevate. This is where we're going to activate, and that's what we need to do. We need to activate. So this is not about sitting back and also sulking. Like, look at me, I didn't do what I wanted to do for the, or, oh, look at me, I'm like, this is no sulk central. But for some of you here, that may start out that way. It may be like, I'm kind of feeling like a little Humpty Dumpty about myself. I'm kind of feeling like this is not really, the path I want to be traversing along. Well then, how do we take action on that? Those of you, a lot of Leo and a lot of Pisces, this can be a little tricky season here for you. Those of you who have a lot of Leo and Virgo, I'm here specifically as well, and we do have Virgo coming in with this next, we got the full moon in Virgo, right? So this is, hey, Isaac? No. And Alex, share, okay? Don't be hogging the toys, Alex, okay? Let's share. 4 planet Scorpio, moon and Cap. He needs to learn how to share and disperse. I'm hearing that song, Black Eyed Peas, where's the love? Yeah, disperse the love, the light, So some of you, this is also crossroads where it comes down to your ego, your Leo, where we can see You know, we kind of have been maybe all about ourselves a little bit too much. And then now comes in this sort of platform and this canvas to sort of paint more openly and vividly with the meaning that others may play in our story alongside us. And you know, Leo doesn't really like to share the stage, let's be honest. That's the point of Leo. Leo energy is the sun. I mean, do we see 6 suns in the universe? No, we see 1 sun. So that's where it's a little tricky. It's gonna have to come down to it though. Where do I find my solar impulse fully in alignment with my own guide, my wisdom, my higher self, my inherent Neptune, where I know that my actions lead to fulfillment truly, because it's never going to be the case that serving your own self-fulfilling ego energy will bring you transcendence. Never. We are here to enlighten ourselves first to the reality that is that we are all one, and 2, to then extend that very vibration to the world around us by way of what we manifest. Excellent, Leo. I feel like you're making a lot of transformations here take place for yourself and others. Whatever it is for you, whatever it needs to be for you, know that it's going to make a huge impact. If you're in the limelight, the transformations, you need to know this. The challenges you go through in the crown chakra. Think about any new moon, right? It's usually sort of like a mini dark night of the soul, and then it leads to this full moon energy. 6 months down the line, oftentimes you'll see that, where that then really led to. It's like that one point I thought I was really falling off the side of the mountain. Actually, I was just taking a step higher, but it felt like I was falling. Interesting, right? It's all about the context. And, you know, the astrology, this environment of Gaia that we're in right now, you know, it can feel sometimes that we're really not manifesting much, but that's when we're hitting the highest speeds. It's all context. How do we identify with transformation, success, and progression? How do we qualify or discern that we are actually making progress? It's very different in this day and age than it has been in the last generations and years. Now, in the recent past. Okay, return to center in the throat chakra, clear the energy, love and light. So what I am getting here as well for you, Leo, is that, you know, the things that you've moved through are going to be sort of broadcasted, whether or not you realize it, in the present moment of whatever you're experiencing. Those challenges, I'll say it again, you know, you moving through those potholes, so to speak, in your consciousness, that is going to be everything to this collective. Makes me think of Sagittarius throat chakra. We did have that throat chakra card for you, right? Coming out is a surrender. I'm hearing the name David. Some of you, you know, this is about forgiveness. Okay, it's like I don't need to keep a grudge. Now let's get a card for each of these days. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in and for your support here. I want to get a card here for each of the days. Some of you, you're like, that's it. I'm going to go for it. Some of you are going to approach someone. Okay, I'm hearing, I want it. So what am I doing? I'm sitting back. What am I doing? You know, it's going to turn into resentment, and you realize that. Wow, look at this. This card just remained. It says, I'm honest. Some of this is about physical passion. So you're going to go on a vacation with someone here. You're going to solidify this connection, your thoughts about it. Maybe you've been avoiding this person. You really regret that. Some of you are dealing with someone who, you know, they really don't like being this person who's on the run with you, like running away from your love. They don't like that. They don't like being that person. It's not impressive. It's not a good look on them. And they feel like not proud, not brave with that. Okay. So you need to know that this is not like a game. I'm hearing, what a wicked game you play. I see an airplane. They could have flown away out of a country even just to avoid you. I hear it like that. To make me feel this way, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. Yeah, right, Leo. Okay, that's where we're just like, Listen, someone's been just like honestly butt crack lying over here. Yeah, someone, I see it so clear. Like someone is really into somebody, but They keep pushing them away. Like, stop. I mean, either stop or go. Like, they're in the middle. So, I don't know. I would think it's more a Gemini or an Aquarius, like an aloof, you know, let's be friends, like forever kind of energy. But, this commitment phobe, this commitment phobia energy, I wouldn't usually think, I wouldn't attribute it to a Leo. But, yeah, someone could have a lot of other energies, like we said. The sun and other energies. Someone is afraid of not being able to please you. Some of you is physically. They've just been avoiding you physically. Because, yeah, we just return the energy. Some of you, it's the same sex. They never done this before. They're nervous. You know, the one thing you need to do is not take this personally, Leo. It's really not about you, okay? Like, where someone is not at or at, it's not about you ever. And I think that, yeah, usually you're good with that. Maybe you're just starting to really, some of you, this person's really projecting some kind of energy. I don't think that they're intending to do that, but some of you, for instance, like, they're like, I just want to be friends. It's like, huh? Like, why are you acting like that? Like, we're both, like, attracted to each other even? I don't know. This person, they're insecure. Yeah. We have appointment, engagement, marriage proposal, apothecary, forced sin, kind of, ooh, they've been like feeling that this is wrong somehow. Maybe are you a taboo? Well, I don't think so. I think this is just in their mind. They have to get past something that they think that this is not their path. We have Count Paris, narcissistic attraction. Some of you, they have to work on self-love. Energy, absolute number one. As Princess Gallus, protection, kindness, undertake. The last card we have in the last week for you by this oracle is dream. Prophecy, hint, guidance, oracle, reveal, symbolize. With Fire Lawrence, wise, trustworthy, caring, optimistic. Okay. Some of you, they have someone in their, in their quarters. That's, there's a lot going on with this connection. What I'm going to tell you is that this is, important for the both of you in the sense of needing to go just kind of with the flow. Them, with their fears, they can't pretend that they're ready when they're not. Look at that liar card. This person is completely lying to your face about what they really feel for you and how attracted they really are to you. Okay. How really attracted they are to you. They're just sort of like, honestly, pushing you away at a certain point. But for some of you, in your case, you need to also not take this personally, like, even if they're like, oh, I need time, don't give a fuck about when they're going to be ready for you. That means nothing to you guys. That's their own path line of, you know, consciousness they have to follow down. Yeah, sexuality in reverse, they've friend zoned you. That's what it's starting to sound like here. So let's get a card from the tarot now. The oracle, please, Spirit. The tarot upon the oracle. We'll overlay it. Thank you so much, Spirit, and everyone here tuning in. Your guides. Yeah, this is awkward for you. It's no, return it. This isn't return it. Don't let somebody. I'm doing Reiki, by the way, in case you're curious. This is not going to work. You're like, listen, I can't be with someone who pushes me away. Maybe you're a Leo, and this person could be a Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh my God, I don't know how that could possibly work, honestly. That sounds like a whole hot mess right there, okay? I know that's gonna be a mess because you guys operate on different wavelengths. You know, you're just very different. Like, you need to look at your synastry, I think, some of you. Just make sure that this is really... But some of you, it's just, you know, you have this initial sort of path that's very, very uncomfortable. And it's this, the Emperor... You don't take this guy personally, whoever this is. Do not take their actions personally. They're not... reacting to you, it's them themselves, but they're putting you in a very awkward predicament and they're making you feel like unworthy even, which is horrible. Don't let this person's insecurity about themselves rub off on you, especially all signs, you know. It's like I see someone turning the sun into Pluto or something. It's like you feel you need to dig down what's wrong. No, nothing is wrong with you, Leo. The Wheel of Fortune, you know, you're going to have an you know, this is a general video. I see a rose. It's like, could I have done something? But no, never let someone get you to that point. Unless you need to do shadow work there, of course. But, you know, Amir and Coraline. Returning the crown. Some of you have no time for this. It's like, I don't have time to figure his little head out there, okay? With whatever he was thinking. Like, he doesn't really have a reason behind what he's doing. And it's starting to kind of reality check as more of a ridiculous, okay, sort of without sort of reasoning sort of thing. I cannot assimilate the dots in his mind and connect them for him. Even like I cannot understand this person. I hear like that. Some of you just very, very, very different as well. And the Hangman, return it. This person has some of you even a jealousy about you. So that's where you have to really step away. If someone's not approaching you, there's a reason. Don't try to figure the reason out, is what I'm getting, because it could be a huge waste of your time, and you don't need to spend your time doing none of that. We're going to get an extended for you. We're going to see further here. Coming into the energy of this year, in your extended on hourly members. That's the absolute highest tier on this channel. Those of you really want to support this channel, that's a way. Join hourly tier. There's a little button that says join. There are different tiers and yeah, different content. So buy it. But we, in this extended, are going to take this snapshot of this month of February, March, this sort of little bubble of time that we're reading on, and zoom it out, okay, within the spectrum of this further 2024. We're going to see where you're at in terms of the general challenges I'm hearing that you will have to move through. And it should be exciting, Leo, right? The challenges are where we find the peaks of the mountain at the end of the day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.